Hello everybody, and welcome to Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. Dang, that's loud. So, what I wanted to do with this, I wanted to play through Final Fantasy XII with one character only. Mainly because I played the game 1,000 times, and I figured I'd give myself a challenge. And instead of just playing two grindy Final Fantasy RPGs, I figured I'd play one the proper way, like 10, and then I'd play this one the hardcore way with just VAAN. So, only way to find out how it'll work is to go ahead and do it. So, yeah. I wanted to start on the title screen because this, like, orchestral version of this music makes me, like, so happy. Just playing with the settings here for a second. I hope the music isn't too overpowering to my voice, because it sounds loud in my headphones. Okay, I'm gonna, like, pause my mic when they're talking, so you don't hear anything. They aren't talking yet, but they're about to be.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Farewell.
Launch an attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little...
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
Fortress is lost! We must withdraw!
No! The paling still stands.
Shield beyond sight, ne'er failing light.
The paling's fallen.
Then it's over!
For my father. For my father!
Lord Rasler!
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
Cool. Opening. Well, and the music
The death of
and the
Lord
talking.
Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Romanos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them.
Can I talk now?
The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
I'll explain a little bit about what's going on, like, when I have a moment. Because I think we're about to actually start playing the game now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're echoey and far away.
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
You're not Vaughn.
Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand?
I thought you were supposed to be Vaughn. Now it can't be a Vaughn only run because I'm playing as Rex.
Think you can fight?
So I already lost.
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young.
Brutus, no.
You're
Don't go
barely
near
old
that.
enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Bosler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
So, Final Fantasy
Steady,
12.
Rex.
I thought you were done.
Keep your wits about you and you'll make...
You're just gonna say like 5 more words. So, this game is part of a group of Final Fantasy games called the Ivalice Alliance. And what that is like the Final Fantasy Tactics, and I think there's a couple others. But essentially, it's this entire world of Ivalice that's at war. And all we see in this section is just like Dalmasca and Nebradia. Which are like the 2 kingdoms that are in the middle of these 2 other kingdoms that are all fighting. Right now, Bosch is tutorialing, and it's really weird because he's like, "Do you see this icon above my head?" So there's all kinds of war and spoopiness going on, and we gotta stop it. Basically, this is where the king is, and they're about to go murder-lurtle him, and we need to make sure he's safe. One of, like, the things that shine about this game is the gambit system. Oh, Posh? Yeah, one of the things about this game is the gambit system, which basically... If I were to give an example, it'd be, like, really low-tier programming. Because... it's like you say, enemy with highest HP attack, and then your party member will do that action. And then there's like this big turn order thing. Like there's 12 gambits, and you can put them in order to make them happen in whichever way. So you have a mage, it's like, enemy fire weak, use fire, but if the enemy has the reflect status, attack them, right? So it's complicated and it gets better. Since I'm only playing as Vaughn, though, I'm going to be controlling almost everything, Captain? So that's not going to be really featured. Also, another thing introduced in this game was like 4x speed mode, which, like, when you have your gambits all set up to where you're basically invincible, then you can just press L1 and take your hands off the controller. But I'm gonna do my very best to not do that unless I'm backtracking, because it's not that fun to, like, walk. And there are these abilities you get called quickenings. That's what Bosch is doing here. You can like super wombo them. I'm gonna ignore this guy because he's gonna blow up and die. But you can make massive combos with your ultimate abilities and wipe out like 20 enemies all at once. That guy's just exploding. There's nothing important happening. If I skip a cutscene, it's for a good reason, like the guy's just exploding. Let's see, there's not a whole lot else for me to talk about until I get to the VAAN bits, so... You know what? Yeah, this is just tutorial, so I don't feel bad about using speed mode to get through it. This entire bit as Rex is just to teach you the controls and what to do.
Vossler! Where are you?
What if Captain Azulis has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
The game's trying to tutorial me and tell me how to retreat. I know fighting these guys would behoove me, and the first time I played the game I did fight everybody, thinking, man, I'm gonna get so swole, I'm gonna get all the levels, and Rex is gonna be the buffest boy ever by the time I get out of here. Yeah, about that. Rex never gets to be buff boys.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Fight well.
So, the combat in 12 kind of... It has the ATB style, like the older games, but it has like the open MMO-ishness of its combat. Because 11 was an MMO, and I guess they wanted to keep with that combat system to some extent. It's really weird being in normal and 2x speed, because I've been playing in 4x speed on my other profile, because I'm trying to 100% it. Shh, Tyler, the adults are talking. By the way, the king and all of his men are dead. Just saying. Those scantily clad men are the rebels, I think. Or the king was having a party of sorts. Well, the king's also scantily clad, so... yeah, I'm gonna go with party.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Damascus to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent. Hello!
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And to think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
VAAN.
Yeah, Rex is dead. He got murdered. The king was just asleep. That red stuff was just some wine on his cloak.
Wayside. The Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Yeah, so everything went to crap. All of it. Ignore me, I'm lighting a match. Trying to light a match.
VAAN! Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites.
Kites.
1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
So, this is VAAN. He's the main character boy. Oh, I'm still in speed mode. So what I'm gonna do here to start off with a little bit extra spending money, I'm gonna steal from the rats. I'm gonna steal from the rat. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna steal from the rats and get some extra loot to sell. That way I can buy VAAN's starting weapon. Because he has this dinky little dagger, but depending on which class I choose, he won't have a proper weapon for a little while. And there are several classes in the game, and you can multi-class. I was going to make VAAN a Bushido and a Red Mage, because Bushido does all kinds of damage and it scales with magic, and Red Mage gets all kinds of spells that VAAN's going to need to be able to do anything.
VAAN, you got them all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now. That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, VAAN. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
I think I'm gonna get to where you enter the desert for the first time and end this one, and then in the next one, I'll go to the desert and do the story.
What'd you say?
Sir, you haven't paid, and I...
What? Haven't paid?
On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're going, churl.
What? My pouch! It's gone!
The boy! Get out the way! Oh!
Much like Final Fantasy X, the beginning of this game is like 85% cutscene.
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, VAAN. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
I want to be a sky pirate!
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
A sky pirate!
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
So, that's the one thing that I'm not too fond of in this game, is that VAAN's motivations aren't the same. Like, okay, so in Final Fantasy X, right, Tidus's entire MO is daddy issues. VAAN's, I want to be a sky pirate!
VAAN, I was waiting.
I will not let that go.
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sand Sea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? I can't leave my shop, and I've Pinello on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sand Sea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
But Miguel, I want to be a sky pirate! I do still have 2x speed on, but that's because I'm just walking through the streets. When I get out in the desert and start fighting the bad men, I'll probably slow it down. Because VAAN's, like, actual walking speed's kinda slow. And I never really noticed it till I had the speed function.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, VAAN, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
A creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
Ah, VAAN. Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomaj, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
They're just gonna banter a little bit. Tomaj and Kites are, like, not gonna show up ever again. So that's why I'm kind of skipping over them. I do not need details. He's gonna tutorial me a little bit more as well. Oh, by the way, here's how licenses and skills and licenses. Now, here's the big question, and my big deciding thing. What two classes do I want VAAN to be? I think I'm just gonna straight up make him a Bushido at the very start, and then I'll get Red Mage later. Mostly because I think katanas are cool, but that's literally it. I think katanas are cool. So, license board, I'm not really going to explain how it works. You'll just sort of see it progress as time goes on. But picking your class determines like what weapons and equipment, what kind of armor you wear. And I'm going to very quickly waltz over to the weapon shop, and I'm going to sell everything I own, including those 3 rat pelts I got earlier, because that'll get me closer to being able to afford a katana. That way I can buy it, and then when I'm out in the desert, I can do a little cut, and then I'll be there to where I have it. Who needs potions? Not VAAN. VAAN isn't potions. Still 500 off. I don't need this. Actually, I also... What hats do, they give magic resist, not physical. I didn't need to sell the hat. Crap. Anyway, got my first katana that I can't use yet, because I need the license for it. I'm gonna do my little jaunty jog over to the Ester Sand, and then I'll end it there. Not ending it, because I want to get out into the Ester Sand and do some fighting stuff. Actually, I'll end it in the Ester Sand, and I'll do a tiny bit of off-camera grinding.
Say some pipers, boy.
That Imperial's just like, show me the thing. VAAN shows him the thing. Ester Sand. Gonna go into normal speed. Gotta do a little cinematic camera pan going out. And... dogs! Dinosaur! Sand! Alright. Cool. I will see you next time, which will be like a minute for me. Bye-bye!